The first movie I remember seeing was Pocahontas. I saw it like 8 or 9 times in the movie theater, but that was because I didn't know that any other movies were in movie theaters. I completely have memorized Dumb and Dumber, Anchorman, and Step Brothers. Go on, give me a scene, give me a scene. Wait a minute, you just want to go to Aspen and find that briefcase girl. Yeah, so I want to go somewhere where we know somebody who can plug us into the social pipeline. Where the beer flows like wine and beautiful women flock like the salmon of Capistrano. I'm talking about a little place called Aspen. The first thing I ever acted in was, Life. So it was really dramatic. I actually got myself out of being suspended by acting in the principal's office. Well, I jumped out the back of a bus because everybody told me that I wouldn't, and I have a very disgusting, competitive, horrible disease. So I went to school the next day because they left a message saying, you know, obviously I've been suspended because that's like against the rules, and I showed up to the principal's office and I was like, I was afraid for my life. I thought my friends were gonna die. And so I jumped out of the bus to save my life, and not only did I not get suspended, but I got 2 weeks off of homework for post-traumatic stress. Yes, my first audition was, I was living in New York, and I auditioned for one of those videos for like, for vets. Like you know when you're in school and you watch a video and my horse was sick? And I was really upset about it. But I got a call back on it. And then I didn't work for a long time, but I walked around for so long going, well, I got a call back on the first thing I auditioned for, so like I'm pretty good. I've always had this really gross, dangerous mentality of no consideration of failure. Just never even considering the thought of failing. Like if I want something, I just go until I get it. And that doesn't always work, but. Winter's Bone came to me just through a script, and my agent called me and told me that she loved it, and I read it, and I loved it too, and I went in for it, read a couple times, then I flew to New York and read again. Some could say I was too attractive for the part. I didn't look right, so I flew on a red eye, and then all of a sudden I did look right, which kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. When I first read the script, and I didn't think about the cutting the squirrel or the shooting the guns or anything like that. I was taught by a hunter how to skin the squirrel. Unfortunately, I did not do it on the first take. We had like 3 takes, I think. Ugh. I don't think I can say being raped in a movie is difficult or isn't difficult. I think it's different for everybody. It's technical. You know, it's hard for me to watch that scene, but, you know, filming it, there's people there, nothing's actually happening. The only part that's complicated about kissing scenes is like when you're rehearsing and you're like, if I kiss him, he's gonna think I like him. I would much rather have a kissing scene with someone than like full-blown sex scene. I think that would be worse. If I could have any superpower, it would be just like lazy superpowers, like bring in the ho-hos from the kitchen. Open my Diet Coke. Where's a bottle opener? Open. Oh, it would be horrible to read minds. Ooh, I already have this thing, I always know when I'm being lied to, and even that drives me nuts. Because it's okay to lie sometimes and like exaggerate, but I always know when people are doing it, and then I feel differently about them, and I don't like that. I'd hate to read minds.